Essex and welcome to our Bronze STEAM Award video. Okay, so today we're going to have a little look at some of the different ways there are to grow or regrow fruits and vegetables. So there's a difference between regrowing and growing from seed or growing from scratch. Okay, so regrowing is when we're going to use some leftovers to try and make the product grow again so that we get some more food out of it, whereas growing from scratch is you growing it from a seed. Okay, so today we're going to have a look at, I've got a pepper, an onion, a cucumber, an avocado to show you, a carrot, and lots of little different bits that you could have a go at yourself. Okay, so I've got two little pots in here for you to have a little look at. Found another little square one as well. Depending on what you're going to have a go at growing depends on what you might need. So toilet roll is really good if you've got a small house or garden and you want to have a growing things. You can see here on this, I've got some tomatoes that I've started. They're in a little toilet roll, they've got a little bit of soil in them, and they were tomatoes right from seed, okay? They weren't seeds out of a tomato, but you can try and grow tomatoes from seed. Another really easy one that you could have a go at home, especially if we're still in lockdown, is doing your own potato, okay? So if you've got a garden or you've got somewhere that you could do a bucket with some soil in, a potato that started to sprout like this one has, is a really interesting way to start and grow your potatoes, okay? So you would plant this in the soil and all of these now will start and grow up and either become shoots at the surface or a root. So you can put your potato in like that. It needs to be a bucket at least you're going to put it in. Make sure the top of the potato and all these are covered. Okay, so that's our first one. If we're using scraps and you're going to be really environmentally friendly, lots of excess plastic things. This egg box, you could have, open it up, you could have 6 different little things growing in there. I have seen, whilst I was researching on the internet for this, people actually putting the shell back into these and putting some soil in them and using that as a little mini greenhouse. Okay, I've also had a go with the lettuce. Now this has been going for a couple of days, my lettuce, and it's not really, I'll move the camera so you can have a little look at it, it's not really starting to make much difference at the minute. And what should happen is, oh, there we go, in this root, in this centre bit here, your little leaves should start to form again. Okay, so this will be a regrowing. It's going to grow roots out the bottom, which are going to absorb the water, and it's going to regrow. Okay, the same thing would happen with, I've got carrot top. Now I'm sure you've all done that before at primary school. Okay, so that would be a regrowing task. Okay, so let's put those back out of the way. Another regrowing task would be, let's have a little look, let's just give it a little turn so we can see. If you have a go at growing an onion, okay, so with an onion like the one I've got here, you can do it with spring onions as well. Oh, my camera's going a little weird, I'm sorry. You can have a go with spring onions as well. What we would want to do is your little root here, you would want to cut with a knife. You would want to be cutting this section up here. Now for those of you that are a cook or you've got an older brother or sister that's done some cooking at Thornley, they would know when we are cutting, we cut to the root but not through the root. Okay, the root bit here is the bit that's got the juice in that makes you cry. Okay, so if you are doing it, fingers out the way, really careful, using a knife. It might be to get a parent or an older brother or sister in. Then what you can do is fill up a little pot like one of these with water and you pop your onion in, okay, and it starts to grow again out of the middle. Again, that's another regrow one. One that you could grow completely from seed yourself would be a pepper. Okay, so if you've just watched or you're thinking of watching the Symmetrical Foods one for food technology, I've just chopped up this pepper, so I've just taken up the side of it and you can see inside there all those seeds. Okay, now if I was going to grow those or try and grow those, I would try and do them in exactly the same way as I did my little tomatoes to show you. Okay, then we put 1 or 2 in half a toilet roll, a little bit of soil, and then somewhere nice and warm. Okay, so they really need potting on. Okay, another one that you could have a regrow would be a lemon. Okay, dry out the little seeds, or a lime, dry out the little seeds, maybe an orange, okay? Dry out the seeds and then you could plant them. That would be a complete grow. Now I got this cucumber, I've chopped it up slightly unusually, but that would make sense if you watch the, again, Symmetrical Foods one. This cucumber's got no seeds in them. Okay, sometimes you do get a cucumber and it's got seeds in, you could have a go at growing those. And lastly, I have got an avocado stone, okay? So you can try and grow an avocado stone. You need to, it's in a little ramekin dish. You need to grow it in a damp serviette or napkin, bit of kitchen roll. Keep it damp if you can, then it needs to be somewhere warm and dry and dark, so like it inside of your airing cupboard. This is where mine's been. I've had this one growing now again in anticipation for, it's probably the same time as I started the tomatoes, okay, so 2 or 3 weeks at least, and there's no sign at the moment. If you do manage to do this year 7, I will be so jealous. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful for you. There are videos and links in the STEAM booklet. If you type in growing or regrowing foods on the internet, you will find lots and lots of different ideas that you could have a go at. Look forward to seeing all your work. See you soon and take care.
To complete your food technology STEAM task, you're going to have to submit a food diary. Now you can do that in a form of pictures or a presentation or any form that you want. That could be a video. Try to be creative with this. To submit it, you can do this on a phone if you're using pictures, or you can do it using a desktop computer. Go to Google Classroom and log in with the details that you have been given. Find food technology and find the task that you're going to submit. Remember that you only need to complete one of bronze, silver or gold, but you can complete more if you want to. Click View Assignment and this page will appear. Whatever it is that you're adding, click Add or Create and add this onto your task. Once you've done, make sure you submit your work. Remember that you can also submit your work through the Google Classroom application. Find the STEAM transition, go to Classwork, scroll to find Food Technology and click on the task that you've completed. Remember that you can add an attachment and then once you've done, mark as done.